Hello, everyone, and welcome to the feast that occurs typically around the end of November for the Trimbinsons and Ulrichsons on the Sept of the Heartsfire. It's a day of celebration and a day of unity, even though the families have been at odds for quite a number of years. Today is a day where everyone celebrates. A small contingent from Wolvesmaw has arrived, and, well, a noticeably Ulrichson-led pack of Get Here. The time is almost perfect, as well as an engagement into the Trimbinson family and many other things. However, before we zoom into that feast itself, we go to Charlotte Sullivan. She has been sitting in Lena's house. She has been fussed over. It has been a very odd feeling for a glasswalker. You are treated to the level of attention and care to detail that you have not seen before. From Samantha to Lena to Freya, you are washed. You are instructed on how to make sure that your hair is clean. You even have your hair braided. You're probably in the process of having it now braided currently by Freya. Lena is standing in front of you with this kind of long. It's a very beautiful dress, but it's very old style dress. Like there's lots of runic symbols on it. They're kind of interknotted with each other. It almost looks like a tree, almost. And then I'll stand there holding it along her, like she's showing you how it looks on her, that type of thing, and she'll say, "This is the dress that most of the new brides wear. Of these types of things. You are a new bride to Felix. To show that you have to wear this. It's a representation of you coming into the fold."
Yeah, Charlotte is so deeply glad over the course of all of this that she made sure she just came first thing in the morning. She'll just skip training today. Fuck it. This could take ages. And yeah, she's probably, I'm not going to lie, she does eyeball the dress and kind of take it in and try to pick out things that, make sense as far as like, I'm sure it's been kept well, but it's still very old.
Extremely well. It's almost scary how clean that thing is. There is a wolf's maw going up the side of it as well, you will notice.
Oh my. Is that a more recent edition? Like embroidery or some shit?
It's embroidery, yeah. Hand stitched.
Yeah.
This is the one I wore.
Oh.
It's about your size.
Okay. Just like, I'm not gonna lie, she's probably been pretty taken aback the whole time. So just that's agreement. Is there like a slip I should wear under it so I don't? I mean,
wear whatever you feel best. Just don't wear much. It gets a bit hot.
She says in November in Minnesota. And she just kind of nods. She's like, I think I have a dress slip I can wear. I wouldn't want to like body oils and stuff. That thing is
Freya tilts your head
impressive.
forward as well, so like you stay where you are. You know what I mean? Because I imagine you're awkwardly having to sit there. She puts your head back where it was and
Yep.
still keeps braiding.
That is absolutely a thing that happens. Makes a point this time of not like constantly nodding. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to know or do?
You'll be meeting a lot of the families, the Ulrichsons, some of the Closons, some of the Drake's Company's people. You'll be meeting them all. If you're planning to do some politics, this is the perfect place to do it in. But remember, you must be every bit of proud who you are. You are not coming from a place of a proud lineage. You're not a Get. So you must compensate.
More along the lines of that whole last lesson we did, right?
Nods.
Gotcha.
Don't be rude. Be proud of what you are.
She again resists, like visibly has to resist the urge to nod every time she's given a statement.
Oh, yeah, you get the look from Frey going, if you nod again, I will cut you. You know, that type of nod. But your hair has been, like, it's not tightly braided. It's almost like it's a mix of loose and braids. It's whatever Frey is doing. It's very intricate.
You know what?
You will also need to be aware that fighting at this party is not a bad thing.
I'm assuming I'm not meant to participate in a lot of it, considering the age of that dress. Pretty sure if someone broke even a thread of it, it's suddenly...
The blood will wash out. Just smile.
Oh.
If you choose that road. You could be like Maria and be graceful. Smirks. Or you could be like me and end up getting your head punched off.
Distinctly possible.
She'll kind of gesture at her own. Hers is a lot more flowery, a lot more flowy. If you need to hide a weapon in there, it goes under the sheet under the arm.
There's a pause, then a blink. Do I need to hide a weapon in here?
You should always hide a weapon when you're going to these things. You never know what would happen. In fact, some people would think you're insulted if you didn't.
Oh. Right. So, armband.
There's a sheath. Taps the side of the right side of the wrist there. Slide the knife right in. And then you can just pull it out.
Got it.
I stitched that in. I told you it was my one.
Does everyone add something to it?
Yes.
Oh.
We'll work on it. It's usually after you wear it. It's
yeah,
like
just eyeballs it like, oh.
It's a marker of who you were when you wore it. It's tradition.
How much more of this is modifications? Like, if that's you, and I assume that is Maria, who, like, points to the embroidery on the one side.
The wolf's maw is Maria, and is very, very detailed. It's actually really stunning. Like, on the center of it is a dragon going all the way down your chest, flowing out, and then you see a series of stitched trees. That was our mother's.
Oh.
Normally, sometimes, depending on the generation of family, they would change the dress. This one, thankfully, has still managed to be able to embroider it. So it's not a brand new one. The next one, your daughter's ones, will be brand new. You give a smile.
Oh. Does that mean that somewhere there's...
They are back in Faf. That's why they're back in Fafnir's brood.
Oh.
Our home sept, where the leader of our clan is.
Wow. Do they all start fairly plain and just...
As time goes on, yes.
Wow. I'm gonna have to learn to sew.
I can show you afterwards.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Is there anything else I should expect? Or brace myself for?
Freya will say in her odd, like, you know, she's kept that kind of one side over the stitch over her, the side of her face. You know the scars are there. You're not one of us, so there will be some looks. Your marriage is
unconventional.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be nothing bad, but just be prepared for that.
I'm getting pretty used to getting looked at sideways for being a glasswalker. Can handle another night of it.
Just respect where you're coming from and what you're being brought into, and you will be fine.
Gotcha. She very, again, it's like there's a little bit of neck tension. She does not nod. Gotcha.
And then I'll say, and don't forget to have fun.
Oh,
This day is for you.
God forbid. Yep. This is.
Gives her the pat in the cheek, like, you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Oh, I raised you. You'll be fine. Clunk, clunk. Oh.
When Lena turns, so you've actually never seen her in a proper kind of dress. She is covered in scars along her back as well. There's actually a wolf tattoo going up the side of her back.
Wow.
Should look over her shoulder.
I don't think I've ever seen you in a dress before. Like, a proper girly dress.
It was Freya's idea.
Well, it looks good.
Does that kind of like ruffle the big long blonde hair?
The door. Gosh.
I don't wear dresses often.
Well, they're not always practical, but sometimes they're nice.
She lifts up the skirt, and that is right under hilt strapped perfectly. That's a small fucking hatchet.
A hatchet?
Mm-hmm.
She literally says it too. She's like, a hatchet?
I can just attach it to throw.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, we've gone from hidden knives to hidden hatchets.
Freya will lean down. It's the Ulrichsons. We take precaution.
Yeah, I'm seeing the level of precaution. I feel like hatchet's a new level of dedication to hidden weapons.
It could be worse, then I'll say. My father, when we had the feast back in Fafnir's Brood, he hid his great axe under the table.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Out mid-feast to slam it down to emphasize which one of you is going to try to take my food off me.
I was going to ask how many people were going to find a way to hide a great axe. Turns out at least one.
Your friend Marie will be here.
Oh.
She's Leaf's pack. She was invited by Runfer.
Oh, good.
And Alice will be here. She is Riefenstahl, so and Samantha invited her.
Really?
Just nod the head. Apparently she's had good relationships with some of the Coulsons as well, so there's a look over her shoulder.
Oh, good.
Freya and Leia exchange a smirk. I've heard stories about Coulson women and men.
Oh, God.
I'm tried to marry one. She's there smirking, turning to walk.
Well, tried.
Ragnar Coulson.
Wait.
That was my husband.
Oh, God. Wow.
She gives a smirk. What?
So what did they say about Coulson men and women?
It just does the you can actually see Freya totally not trying to chuckle. Like
this is the awkward. I know this answer's gonna be weird, but I need it.
Just like look over and rub the back of her head. Coulson men are hung like a horse, and Coulson women are as wild as a horse.
Oh. There's like a pause, and considering all in all, it's been pretty good mood, jokey shit. There's like a pause. She almost does the head tilt, but is it true? Like little squinty eyes at fucking Lena.
bites a bit of her nail. Ragnar never left me unsatisfied. Freya whispers in here, that is a yes.
Yep, that looks like a yes.
That's just like, I'm just, no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She picks up some of the meat mug and she just takes a sip of it, like, yeah, whatever.
Gotcha.
Freya just whispers, it was swinging past his knees. She told me when she was drunk.
She just dies a little.
Oh yeah, you get ready. And you get led out by these two. Samantha's like, you reckon Samantha's already fucking there. A woman like that, she's already there arranging everything. So this is what you see. Alice, you arrive. You're kind of you kind of walk in with a few people. There's like a crowd starting to gather. But this is what you both will see. Long table filled with food, wine. You can smell different types of herbs, different types of everything. There is kind of a small area set aside where you can see various old style instruments and all that. Alice, you've been to these types of things before. Even the Redmonds, for all their more modern ways, you've seen some of the more traditional methods.
Alice approves. This is going to be a good time.
So you all settle down. Charlotte, you are brought out. And people nod and smile at you. You don't see Felix yet, but you get the impression he's probably been given some similar treatment, you know?
Yeah, probably.
You get set down with the family. You are beside Lena and Freya, and you see Samantha there with this lovely embroidery dress. Like, she looks stunning. You will see Alice being set down on one of the other tables through several kinfolk. You will see, and I'll put them up here as well. You will see these these are the family. You'll see Maria and Lily and this guy. Never seen him before, but he, one eye, wearing an eye patch over his head. Has a very firm look. Looks a bit like Maria. On the Orixon side, well, those four are sitting together. So, as the dinner begins, you'll actually see Felix coming out. He's dressed in a similar kind of, not dress, but similar type of style of wearing. And yeah, people start to tuck in. It's so far quiet now, but there are a lot of kinfolk here, a lot of get. So what do you guys do?
Alice surveys who's immediately around her.
I'm going to say for the lulz, you're on the Orixon side.
Hilarious!
You see your arch nemesis of Terminator music. You will see your Bay, Siggy. You see the confusing one. You see Runfer. You see Leaf. Abel is here. Marcel is not here. Abel, though, is keeping to the back.
At this point, Alice is just trying to eat and not make too much eye contact. And if she has any luck in her bones, she won't have to witness a book.
No, Leaf is actually sitting right beside Runfer. The two of them are chatting.
Okay. Now that she has developed a kind of social invisibility behind this, is it a turkey leg? She's not sure what animal died for this, but she's eating it. She tries to listen to what Leaf and Runfer are chatting over. Like, she's not gonna fucking like jam her head between them, but like,
what you guys doing? You can actually hear them. They are talking about. Let me just change the picture real quick. That is inappropriate. There you go. They are actually talking about why Runfer is here. You can actually hear Leaf going like, "But don't you have nowhere to contend with?" He's like, "Leaf, we both know what's down there. It's time we united and led the charge forward. It has taken a small cairn, and we must take it back and bring honor back to this family. Now I need you down there Are you still my battle brother, or have you gone soft here with the Trimbuses? Leaf will just take a long drain going, I have not gotten soft. Eagle. And he's like, then join me. Fight with us. That's kind of the general gist.
Are there other conversations blooming around Alice?
Siggy and the two Terminators are talking to each other, which is fucking hilarious, you know. Terminator 1 is talking to Ragabash Terminator 2, and Siggy's like, so, your people are settling down here, and Helga takes a drink. Perhaps. We are considering it. Siggy takes a sip of her mead. Well, the Trimitzens are settling up north. Our family does need a more stronger base. And the word from home? They have heard. Perhaps we could arrange something down south to make sure that you are compensated, depending on what you're offering, Siggy. Siggy would just take a sip of her tea, leaning back. I have not decided yet.
Okay. Alice has now accounted for all of the chit chat going on around her. Now it's time to take stock of the immediate sources of alcohol and what foods are reachable.
Alcohol, meat is being passed out of little small wooden barrels. Food, I mean, I'll just pull up the food picture. It's food's fucking everywhere, man. It is. I'll even get a better picture of the food as well.
In this case, the only other concern that Alice would have is trying to keep her eye around for any possible trouble brewing in the outset of the feast.
Not really. The Trimbinsons do give a stare, like the Wolvesmaw people. Like you see Maria sitting with Lily and Lena and another man who looks eerily similar to fucking Maria. Like fucking spot on, you know? There is a bit of tension, like basically Runefur and Maria just death glare each other from the fucking sides of the table, you know? The Closons are here. And the Horricksons, except for Doomclaw. Doomclaw's not here. More to the shame. But again, the Wolvesmaw people and the Orcsons seem to be almost, it's like, oh, we'll raise a toast to each other, but fucking, you know what I mean? It's that type of thing. Yeah.
Wait,
so far,
even the Horrickson Philodox is here?
Hildy is yes.
That's the one thing that takes Alice off guard. Like, holy shit, antisocial Hildy showed up for this?
And another fella. Big motherfucker.
Alice, she just fights the urge to whistle about his size.
And one of the Carlos is here. A small little thing called Torvi. She's one of the kinfolk.
Oh, she's adorable.
And Anna and Talia Coulson are here. Both daughters of Sigurd Coulson. One is a guru, one is a kinfolk.
Okay.
You know Maria's son is here, which is, you've never met him before, but he's known as Eric. He's probably the one sitting close to Maria.
Probably, yes. All right. At this point, Alice has track of all the people, where they're at. There does not seem to be an imminent knife fight. So she's going to let herself eat food.
Oh, you start eating. You see Wildfire in one of the tables as well. You almost think he was brought here because he's a fucking serious get Philodox and he'll put a stop to shit really fucking quickly. You see him drinking with a few others. You actually see Maria Darcy Lynch here. She was invited here because she's Leaf's packmate by Runefur. You'll see one or two of the other Drake's company here as well. They're sitting down chatting. So far, it's off to not a bad start.
Okay. Alice is content right now to just be in this bubble of like relatively ignored Fostern and just like not get drunk yet, but drink the drinks that are there at a regular pace for like a fucking person and enjoy the food. People slaved over this all day.
All right, what's Charlotte doing before I start throwing people at you?
Pardon?
What are you doing? What are you looking around at?
I mean, honestly, like initially it's just kind of getting there and getting, whatever entrance bit is done. Being much relieved when Felix shows up. And she'll list immediately because that's what you do by picking at food and whatnot. But yeah, she's taking a huge assessment of who's where, who's talking to who. Is anyone giving her wonky looks?
Okay.
Like she's just trying to get the lay of the table at the moment. Sorry.
You'll see at the Trimbenson table, you will see Freya's sitting down close to you. She's still eating, watching over at the Ulrichsen table. You'll see Lena chatting to Lily. This guy with Maria, with one eye, sitting there. He's basically, imagine if a grimmer version of Lily was around.
No, Jesus.
Initially. Him and Maria look strikingly similar. They seem to be chatting, but they're watching the Ulrichsen table. You will see Samantha chatting to several others as well. You'll see Wildfire sitting at one of the opposite tables talking to members of the Drake's company. On the Ulrichsen table, you'll just see that arrangement literally chatting to each other. Abel is sitting off and he's chatting to people, but he's keeping a distance. Marcel is not here. And you will see, in terms of mean mugging, these two girls are just fucking staring at you.
Yep. It's basically an idea of like, I'm not going to do anything about any of this right now. I'm going to fucking sit here and eat. But I want to know where friction's going to come from if it's going to happen. So
you reckon from the Wolves Mall crowd with the Drake's company, because they're two very well-known, vicious type. You know what I mean? It's the big people.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, people seem calm. And poor old Alice is just sitting there like, I am drinking and man.
All right. Any particular like threads of conversation she might pick up that might be of interest as far as
I will give you. You're in Trimberson land, so you will hear Lena go. So Eric, where have you been? Further north. Showing the Wendigo how we handle things. You mean pillaging? You see the one eye stare over at Lena. Have you lost interest, aunt? No. It's just I have two eyes to tell from it, at least. And you hear that. Still bitey as ever, Lena. And it's kind of that type of tension, you know what I mean? Like, Trimbisons are fine, they're chatty, but you get the impression like Lena is like, fuck you two, especially looking at Maria and Eric. Lily is just chatting away to filling in mom, essentially. That's the general conversation of filling in mom about her pack and all that. And actually, Maria will invite other Maria over and they start chatting as well about like who she is, what does she do, you know what I mean?
Oh, yay.
But there is marked tension definitely between Lena, Eric, and Maria.
Lena and Maria have tension? You don't say.
No,
that's never shown before.
Then you're kind of sitting there. You see Felix at the table, one of the other, like at the opposite side of the table. He does a small little wave at you, that type of thing.
Oh, he's far the fuck away from her?
Yeah.
God damn it. Is this like she's at one end, he's at the other situation?
Yeah. But you see him. He does a small little hand wave.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah, she'd do the same thing. Like, oh, hey, fancy meeting you here on the other side of the fucking table. Ugh.
But you will see Runfer chatting to leave. Definitely.
If she makes a point of like taking a second, like once she's got eyes around, has picked up the conversations close to her, she'll, go to the point of eating. And so she's not using her eyes as a tell, but she will try to kind of strain and listen to see if there's anything in particular of interest happening verbally at a greater distance, like over at the other table, anything like that she can pick up.
For now, it's hush whispers. The alcohol hasn't got them properly taught. You know what I mean? For now, it's kind of chatting. There is a bit of music playing, but not really. I wouldn't say you would be able to hear much, just idle words,
Yep, and she's not going to go hard for the mead, but she is going to make sure she gets through at least a glass of it so that she is chill and calm.
It's really, really refreshing. It's actually berries.
Ooh.
It's like, whew. Whew.
Yeah, this
So-
is dangerous.
So you're like, so as the feast begins to rage on, Alice, you're sitting there drinking. These two literally just doom, doom.
They're just suddenly on either side of me.
No, they're right in front of you, sitting
Hello.
beside each other.
How are you?
Our father sends his greetings. The blonde one says.
And I send mine back. I do regard him as a friend.
He told us to make sure that we greeted you. You're considered a friend.
Alice smiles and nods.
These don't smile. That's probably the eeriest bit.
Like,
Coulson's
let's
are
face
like,
it, Alice smiling is fucking a difficult and precarious process that is forced at best. Well, greeting received. I do appreciate it.
I am Anna Coulson. The blonde one will tap. The kind of weird armorish thing that she has, she just dunk.
I know.
I am a Cleith. Thierge. Returned from the path.
Good. Good. I'm glad he made it back.
You think it's a smile. It's like the curvature of a lip. You know what I mean? I was shown worthy. There was no need to be afraid if I would walk back or not.
It's I do not think I have experienced anything like it in my life.
The North is a beautiful place.
Yes.
This is Talia. The darker-haired one just nods at you. She is kin.
Yeah. Talia. And
Talia will just nod.
Alice recognizes this person, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a pleasure to see you
She'll just
again.
say, I remember you.
I remember you too.
You are a friend of my father.
Your father's a good man.
You are Redmond stock.
Riefenstahl these days.
Sniffs the air. To look at her sister and just nod slowly. That is good. We bring a message from our father.
Which is?
The blonde one answers. Your people wish to align with ours. You have walked the path with us. Now the blood must be united.
Who else in my family knows about this?
No one. They are not worthy.
Alice just kind of scratches her chin. I see.
The line must be kept strong. However, the child will be needed.
It's a little difficult for me to
We know.
Yeah, I suppose that'll Be something that'll need to be discussed down the line.
The Theurge raises her head. We shall see.
We will.
We shall see. And then she smiles and ugh. You don't see, like, you see other Coulson smile once and it was eerie. And when this one smiles, it's even eerier.
Oh yeah, she's basically daddy's little girl. Like, can't you just see? Can you imagine these people fucking smiling for a family photo? Oh my god.
God, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Jesus Lord, those family photos must be creepy. Oh, you know.
The photographer had nightmares for years. Well, there's the matter of me perhaps knowing who was named as the match, for one.
We shall see, Riefenstahl.
Oh, it's like that. Okay. Okay.
We will bring word to our father that you say yes.
I still may need to speak with him yet. There's still the matter of my attached family. We can't ignore that.
No. But you say yes, though.
I'm certainly amenable.
Good. I will send word to him. Then you will have your talk. Picks up some of the mead and just takes a drink. Well, then we shall drink together, then, sister.
That we shall.
The other one, Talia, just leans forward and just stares at you. You're not sure if that was seductive or is this just like, authoritative. You don't know which. That's the kind of the
Wait a
scary
minute.
part of.
I almost have a picture.
Would you like some cocaine?
Okay.
But they stare at you. Talia says it's almost commanding. You're kind of taken aback by how commanding they are, even. We will drink. And then you will share my tent.
Okay.
They'll look over at Charlotte again. They say, Anna says, in a low tone. You can tell this was specific said low because she doesn't want everyone to fucking hear her. She is Glasswalker, and yet they marry her to pure breed.
She survived a lot.
That is no excuse. The wolf does not lie with the sheep.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it's happening.
As long as the children are pure, then at least the marriage is settled.
It'll be fine.
They both, it's eerie. They're like, onto you back again. But you will not need to worry about that.
I do not suppose I will.
No. The wolf takes, and the wolf gives. Riefenstahl.
That it does.
It is already taken from many and is willing to provide fertility for many things.
And you watch Alice's Arun brain try to work through this enigma in real time. I am sure the Theurge is really fucking used to watching Aruns try to figure shit out.
Once my father is done talking. You and I will talk soon.
I'll do my best to stay available. Might be gone
for
for a
now-
time.
But for now, we drink.
Hmm.
And you share the tent with my sister.
That I do.
Yeah, they just start drinking.
Yeah, Alice does too. This has become a series of events. And that she's just kind of been swept up in.
Yeah, these two are eerie. Like, even people are like, "That the fucking Coulsons are weird people, man." You know what I mean? It's that kind of general gist you get.
I
Like,
just
you
love
actually
the
see some of the
image.
Orcsons kind of shift over. They're like, ugh.
I just love the image of these two being themselves and Alice between them trying to socialize with anyone else. Would be like, "Hey, buddy," and it's just these two flanking her.
Yeah, pretty much what happens, and they're like, ah. They like wave at somebody, and he's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But yes, Charlotte,
Yes.
you are greeted by two people as well.
Oh boy.
And where is he?
And just as you are getting the photos, is the situation, I assume that she and Felix are pretty much meant to stay in place and
Yeah.
other people will come and go to them. So there's like a couple chairs
People will-
around them that are free.
Yeah, eventually you'll be getting up and moving around, but for now it's the kind of
Yeah.
initial social greetings, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Propriety and whatnot.
Yes. And there he is. These two walk over.
These two. Oh god.
One of them is from the Drake's company, and one of them is, you can smell her. That's Get Pure Breed. But the way she walks, she just has this very like flowy green dress, and she just is picking out the various bits of food, putting it in her mouth idly.
I mean, yeah, she'll greet either one, invite them to take a seat near her if they're coming over and actually meaning to interact.
The big blonde fella's poof, boom, down. You know what I mean? Wearing much like he is in the picture.
Is he at least pretending to hide the giant axe?
He doesn't have a giant axe. It's like basically the clothes, Katie. Jesus.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't put it past any of these people to actually just have a giant axe strapped on somewhere. Someone's gonna pull one out. I know it. Yeah, so he plunks down.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought I would visit the Trimbuson bride.
It's very thoughtful.
Oh, well, I'm a Galliard. If I wasn't visiting and hearing about mighty tales of how a glasswalker managed to secure a line to a powerful family, well, I think I might as well just throw myself in a river.
You know, that's fair. Not gonna lie.
Just extend his hand. Very congenially.
And yeah, she offers hers back.
Big, nice, firm handshake you get. Dum, dum.
Oh yeah, she makes a point of, not limp wristing it. You don't do that in this company.
Thrin Olsen, known as Voice of the Avalanche, Get a Fenris Fostern Galliard.
Damn it. Sorry, what was it? The titles?
Thrin Olsen, known as Voice of the Avalanche, Get a Fenris Fostern Galliard.
It's very good to meet you. Charlotte Sullivan, known as Firefly, Hamid Philodox, Glasswalker, and Fostern.
I'd heard you were a glasswalker, yes. That is...
Yeah.
I laughed at first, forgive me, but...
You imagine word gets around really fast.
It did. You know how people talk.
They do. Not much to do about it.
Tell me of your people, Charlotte.
What
Who
is
are
there to
they?
tell that you have not already heard?
Not of your weaver tech and weaver tools. Tell me of you and your family. Your father, your mother. Who were they? Where did they come from?
Well, my mother is not a knowing member of the nation, but my father was Felix Sullivan. I don't actually remember what his fucking last deed name was. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, it was. I cannot remember.
And just insert deed name here. But I'm afraid that he died before I was born. Honorably in fighting the worm, from what I'm told.
Good. I mean, not good that he's dead, but good that your father was the guru. Good.
He does not raise a brow. No, I believe there was some story about laying siege to a place where monstrosities of the worm were being created. This one was like a shark, and it did what sharks do best and robbed the nation of a fine sniper.
Felix Sullivan, you said.
It did.
Known to the nation as Alpha Strike.
Yes.
I will sing of his name later.
I believe he served the Sept of the Green from Cleith upward.
I will sing of his name for you later at the fire.
And I would be indebted to you for it.
Well, pats her on the shoulder. You are, I wouldn't say you're leaving your old life, but you are taking in a new one. It's important to remember
Where you come from.
who have you been. And the people who have walked in the hallowed halls before you. That way you can always keep them there with you. Even if you can't remember them.
Thank you.
For what?
It's a kindness I haven't yet been offered, so thank you.
I am from an old world, little Charlotte. We honor those who have come before us and will come again. We are all one people in this world. Those who fight and die deserve to be sung.
They do. Without a doubt.
And are you happy?
Yes, actually.
Good. A wedding is always a good event.
One should hope so.
Leans in. 3 of them is a good record to have.
Wait, what?
It's just 3 of them is a good record to have. 3 weddings, I can tell you, is an auspicious lucky number according to the Fianna Galliard over there, points at Maria.
I don't feel like that would pan out quite that way for me.
No, I imagine not, but still, 3 wives is something that one can manage. I hear some people have 5.
Yeah, but they never look at it quite the same when it's husbands, do they?
No, but you could just keep them in different places, I hear. It's much more economical.
Obey in each area code?
Well, he kind of gives a stare, goes, just nods, like, okay, that's one of your weaver words.
Yeah,
like,
she just holds up a hand like, sorry, bruh.
I did once hear of a tale at home about a man who thought he could marry several different women, but they all found him in his bed and chased him out.
If that is the worst he got, he is a very lucky man, especially if they weren't aware of the situation.
They became aware after, that's why he left suddenly.
Now that...
It is almost as if he went on a noble quest. Smirking.
A noble quest. To save his life. Or at least his...
Journey to a new land where one has not seen before, and a noble warrior points over at Wormfoe. Not Wormfoe, Runefur, fuck. Runefur. As if suddenly, my wives, I am leaving.
She like follows the point and the eyebrows kind of pop up a little bit like, oh god, really? She like looks back to him like, you've got to be kidding me.
They all found out, so I had to leave.
Oh.
And at least I earned my glory. But when I get back, I will be henpecked, but I will be a glorious person to be henpecked. So I think I'm in a better position.
You might
And
be.
who knows? And who knows? Perhaps I'll be so glorious they won't even be mad. They will be mostly mad, but not as much mad.
Maybe. Oh, goodness. That is quite the noble quest.
Well, yeah, I go for more noble reasons, of course, but that was my reason for joining the company. I thought I would give you a little amusing tale to take your nerves away.
I appreciate it.
Gives her a pat on the shoulder. I will see you at the fire then when I sing for you and your father.
I look forward to it.
He just sits the fuck up. Looks at some of the women like, hello. He goes to wander
Oh,
off.
God.
And takes a swig very casually. This red-haired thing with different type of feathers in her hair kind of sits down like on one of the chairs and starts idly playing with something.
No.
Shoots her head up. Hello.
Damn it, Torna. God damn it. I fucking...
What?
It's the slow talk. I'm gonna die. I'm afraid we haven't met before.
No, we have not.
Just offer a hand.
Stares at it. Slowly takes it. Gives a shake.
Charlotte Sullivan, known as Firefly, Ahmed born Philodox, Glasswalker, and Foster.
Torvi Carlo. Sister of Ragnar Carlo. Niece of Sven Biting Winds Carlo. Kinfolk. Smile.
Oh. And how is your uncle?
He is good. Enjoying the trees. She says with this little dreamy smile.
I'm glad. He looked somewhat weary the last time I saw him. I didn't have time to speak to him about it.
Sven is always weary. Much has happened.
It has.
He is sad.
Why is that?
His friend is dead.
Oh. Yes.
And the wild is... He said the wild is wild. So many dead.
My condolences.
My brother is alive.
And who is your brother?
Ragnar.
Oh, sorry, Derp. Looking at the wrong
They should
shit.
just kind of stare at you. Ragnar. You know what I mean?
Derp.
It's weird that to have her like she speaks Thor, but when she raises her voice, it sounds more comical. She's like Ragnar.
There's a blink or two. That is true. He's an interesting person to talk to.
He is funny.
He is.
Does not talk like the rest of us. I think that's why he's angry. He feels alone.
Oh?
When you talk like the rest of us, you feel like a family.
I imagine so.
He's good, though.
I hope you mean to visit while you're here.
I will. I came with my husband.
Your husband?
Gestures over to the man beside Maria. Eric.
Oh,
He is a Trimbusan.
it seems so.
Smiles. He is good man.
I'm glad.
Although I miss both his eyes.
May I ask what happened?
He lost them when he was a Cleith.
And only one recovered?
Nod of the head.
That's unfortunate.
I told him he was still a fearsome warrior. He was worried that nobody would talk to him. Even though we all tried scars, I said, she pauses for a long time,
Yep, she waits for
as
it.
the ST needs to cough. Ugh. But I told him the forest remembers the sacrifice he made. So I picked up his eye and put it on a stone, so they would all see the sacrifice he made, and his eye would see it too, even though he could not see itself. I then asked Sven to bless it. She smiled. He did.
It's a thoughtful thing to do.
So, a month later, he asked for my hand.
He's a
I
wise
said
man.
yes.
Just
He
smiling.
is wise, but he is wild.
Think you must be to survive up in Wolfsmaw, up in the wilds.
Yes. I wander there often.
And how do you find it?
The trees are very tall.
Very old and remember much, I'm sure.
I press my ear up against them and they will tell me.
Is the land healing well after the scars that were dealt it?
Some, yes. Others are very sad.
I'm very sorry. But I'm glad it was stopped.
Why are you sorry?
One can still feel regret for something even if they were not the cause of it. Seeing something like what a logging company can do, the things that don't have the means to fight back, it's something I'm sorry for.
This is a sage nod. Well, you should come up there and see.
I mean to.
We have a little house that's close. And a garden.
I'm sure it's a fine garden.
It is. I planted many plants there to raise. To give it back.
Good. Good.
Good. It is important to give back.
It
That is
is.
what my mother said
Did she?
before she gave herself back. Smiles.
I hope that what she gave was appreciated.
The Edgar seal always appreciates life. She knew this, and we all knew it.
Your mother sounds like a fine woman.
She was. She taught me how to be like this. Just points at her hair, the braids and the feathers.
Your hair is so long.
It is custom for Carlos to grow their hair long. And beards if they're men.
It's very striking.
That is point.
And very wild, one might say.
Doesn't nod the head. She nods her head down slowly.
Like the conversation takes so long that she's like, "Huh, ran out of drink. I will just set this here."
And she eventually stand up. I must go and see if my husband is okay.
Well, don't let me stop you.
I wish you good fortune.
And I thank you for it.
You did the greeting.
Yes.
Do you know our custom?
I'm afraid not.
When we say I wish you good fortune, you reply, and I thank you for it.
Oh. Oh, I'm afraid that was a matter of fortunate happenstance.
Well, next time remember.
I will.
Say it to Sven and you will make him laugh. She smiles and she starts to wander off.
Yeah, she'll let her go.
She wanders back over to this I'll zoom in on him. This gentleman here. She actually wanders over, so she touches his shoulder where his eye is. You just look over and give her a smile. You know, a very fond smirk. As he's eating and drinking.
Aw. Well, that's something.
And so what are you two doing now, before I throw on more things at you?
Oh, Lord. Finding another drink.
So, here's the thing. Alice is enjoying food. She's enjoying moderate amounts of alcohol because it's not time to get too drunk yet. And you know what? Okay, the Thayer's Clawson is creepy as shit, but her sister's really hot and aggressively available. And this is a key time to, when you're not blind drunk, look at this woman and really appreciate what might happen. What it's going to happen. What will happen later. Get a real good look at her. Trying to figure out little things about her life. Make small talk. It's probably going over like a fucking iron brick. But
Give me that charisma expression there, Alan. Give me that charisma expression there, Alan.
charisma? You know what you just did to me.
I know what I just did to you.
All right. You know what? I've got like 5 dice because of pure breed.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to test my luck. You know what? I'll spend a willpower to avoid offending a political ally.
You go right ahead.
How about fucking that? So I spent a willpower. It's a good thing I did.
It's a good thing you did. So you start chatting, and Talia will turn. Again, she's not as creepy as her sister, but she's got a more authority. Is a bit like her father, a bit more authority to her. You know, that kind of stance. You start making some small talk, and she'll turn. Are you attempting to flirt with me?
I would at least like to get to know you.
That is not an answer to the question.
Yeah.
Do you think that I am someone that should be flirted with?
It's the only real way I knew how to get to know you.
You could just ask without flirting. It makes you look like a flapping fish. It is amusing.
I'm just not that good at things that aren't mashing somebody's head in.
You're an Arun, like my father.
I am, but don't quite have his way with words yet.
My father did not have a way with words for a long time. Not till he went out into the ice.
What caused that to happen?
He was humiliated by the Oathbreaker. The one who you actually see her like, I mean, she fucking, it's weird. She clenches that table fucking hard.
Alice actually makes the mistake of putting her hand on this woman's shoulder. Hey, she's dead now. We're good.
I mean, when you put her hand on her shoulder, she doesn't like go, "Blah, blah, blah." No, you put her hand on her shoulder, she turns and looks at you, oddly. She is dead. But I will not disrespect her family. She has done that herself enough already.
Yes, she did.
But she humiliated my father. And he, to redeem himself, went into the ice to earn the Queen's favor and came back.
I see.
We Closens have always been tied to the ice.
Alice tries to think about this for a few moments.
When I was young, my father would take me running along the snow. I had to learn how to hunt in the snow.
Hard to move.
It is. That's why you wear deep.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way when we were out there.
I know.
God, and Alice kind of loses focus for a couple seconds. And her hand is off of Talia and her hands are just kind of in her lap. Just not really looking at her anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's hard not to think about that boy sometimes.
He was weak. And the wild took what was owed of him. Do not weep for someone who is weak.
Alice doesn't really verbally fight this, but she's still, for a good while, I'm not gonna say she is fucking bawling over Dean for a fiver, but for a few moments, it's very plain to see the kind of conflicting feelings of guilt and frustration.
Talia will say, the men who cannot take care of themselves are women in the snow. Sink into the ice and return to what it was. I learned this as a little girl when my brother drowned. Because he was careless. Because he did not listen. Do not weep for those the ice chose to take back because they did not heed the warning.
was a stupid risk to take. It was my idea to take it.
Mm. And you survived.
I did.
And that is all that matters.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
There is no supposing. You walk the path.
I do.
Then why is doubt flicking in your heart for someone who is not worthy to step onto the road?
Because it was my job to protect him.
And he failed you by not being able to protect himself. You are not his mother.
No, it was not.
Then it is not your responsibility. You are not his alpha, nor his pack. My father told me.
He found me out there. I think it was after I fell off the cliff. I had a lot of ground to cover, and he found me out there. He didn't carry me. He just showed me what to do, what I had to do, and I don't think that there is a day that goes by that I am not grateful to him for that.
My father is a wise man.
Yes, he is. What he did for me. Never forget it. There's something I should probably tell you about before we get any more involved with each other. I've got dead people in my head, and they talk a lot.
We all carry the weight of the wolf in us.
No, I mean like no shit dead people.
We all carry the weight of the wolf in us.
Okay. Now, Torna, you ready for like an awe moment at the end of all this angst?
What? Let's see this.
Around the time that Talia like just kind of keeps pressing on the hey, we're in this together with the I see dead people shit. There is this moment, maybe it's conscious, maybe it's unconscious, but Alice like provided the opportunity at some sort of under table point, whether that's between them or on somebody's lap or something, just puts her hand on top of Talia's.
Talia just stares at it. She keeps it there. She doesn't take it away. She just stares at it.
Perfect.
As we transition away from, oh, Alice, to Charlotte, what are you doing?
Charlotte has inevitably been fielded with a fresh glass of fucking or cup of mead. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is. Maybe it's a fucking goblet. It's anyone's guess, really.
Yeah, she's typically a goblet.
Yeah. So she is still politely keeping her position. She has, gradually taken her fill. She is not filling up the way she normally would at like a Thanksgiving type situation, just because you know what? She might need to be able to move, and having like the stiff gut is no way to facilitate that. So for the moment at least, until she sees or, gets some sort of gesture or sees that Felix is up and moving, she's going to assume she needs to stay planted. And yeah, continue keeping an eye on who's moving where, who's talking to who.
Well, all right then. It's time for more people then.
Keep an eye on that playing field. Shit's going down. She wants to know who everyone is connecting with.
The Drake's company are coming. Like a lot of them are going over towards Leaf, chatting to him.
Yeah.
But one particular person actually is walking over towards you.
Oh boy.
Am I on him? Yes, I am. There we are. Boom.
Ugh. I'm scared.
Kind of sits down across from you, eating. He gives you much of a smirk like that as he's eating.
Damn it. Bob, I heard you all the way down the hall.
Ha
That's exactly what he did. Yeah, she'll give him. I mean, that's an easygoing smirk is a good start. So yeah, she'll keep on her easygoing smile and offer a nod. Hello.
You're the one Leaf has told me about.
I imagine so.
The little glass walker out to change the world.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to meet you then, bride. Smirks again, playfully.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Alpha. Is that not your pack? Kind of glancing over.
That is my pack, yes. That is my company.
It's good to finally meet you.
I have been reconnecting. I have not seen Leaf for a long time.
Imagine not.
Battle Brothers always do, they always do show each other the same camaraderie, even as old men. Smirking.
I would hope something like that would stick.
Perhaps. We were young and stupid, though, back then.
It's the best time to make mistakes. The best time to make friends.
Depends on your view of friends. More to get willing to charge out into the thickest of the snow and see which battle we could chase next. And which woman would lie in our bed. Well, more mine than his. Smirking over at Leaf.
He does take a glance over like, oh, poor Leaf. I imagine they were a hell of a time, though.
I am not grey yet, but yes, it is fond memories to look back on.
God damn it, Bob. I hope I'll have as many.
Well, you're not on the eve of your wedding, but
She throws him a grin like, oh, you. Oh, no, I've seen, or I've at least heard in very rapt detail what happens when that mistake is made.
I'm glad to see life is blossoming.
It's doing its damnedest.
Belief tells me you're an idealist.
I think I'd be a very poor glasswalker if I didn't have my own dreams for the future.
Well, you and I share dreams. At least not maybe the same, but the idea that we can dream of something and then chase it and get it.
Hmm.
Tips the glass and takes a drain of it.
Yeah, she'll do the same. It's only polite.
Being a dreamer is not so bad,
It's not.
even among the harsh world of my tribe.
I suppose if it's a really important dream, the setbacks just make you fight for it harder.
Oh, yes. Indeed, they do.
And you already know I'm idealist. You already know I'm an idealist. So what is your dream?
To give us what we lost back. To make us feel pride again. Stories, Charlotte. We used to hear them when we were young about the Get. Men of old and the women. I was a young man when the hellhole opened in my homeland. My tribe fought as they did. And many of the nation came, especially the sons and daughters of Stag. My people watched as we could not hold our own land. I sat in the Sept of the Bloodfist as a refugee. And then I changed. And I vowed, I swore at the shrine of great Fenris himself, that my people would feel pride in every step they walked to the end of their days. They would hear the stories of us, brave warriors, who sacrificed everything they were, just so we could feel that bit of pride one last time.
And give it to the following generations to feel from then on.
Right up until the supposed end of this world, so we may face the worm as who we are.
It's an admirable dream.
Made by a young man who thought he could change the world with just one action.
May take more than one, but still achievable.
We are here to achieve it.
And how goes your hunt?
Close. To settle an old debt. And then life. Life springs. It may not be a mighty thing, but one seed is planted. Another generation rises. And even if we lose, they will know that we fought for it. We stood for it. I have journeyed and fought in many wars of the homelands. And I have made sure things were safe, and now I give new life here. Under the death of one who has caused my family so much pain. I breathe life for my people again, so they may hear the stories again.
You know what? Is he like set like that, like with a hand flopped on the table or anything like that?
Yep.
You know what? It's Charlotte. She'll do it. She does reach out and like briefly like just kind of put her hand on the back of his.
Look at her, kind of a bit confused.
Better, I think, to ensure you survive. And have many who come after you to tell your tale. So many to come after you to tell your tale.
If I...
Better.
The god Gaia. I've already decided the outcome of that battle. And if I do die, I'm ready to see Valhalla in the homeland.
Of course.
I'm not afraid of it. To be afraid is to doubt yourself. I do not doubt my ability, and who I am, and the blood that I come from. Never again.
Yeah. The hand touches, it's brief, but it's meant to kind of put emphasis on the words. The hand comes back almost immediately after. You know, folds up on the table. How much do you need to prepare to finish your hunt?
We'll be going soon. I want to make sure Leaf is going with me. And a few others who have offered.
Believe in your dream as well?
This company believes in my dream. They wouldn't have come otherwise.
No, that's...
But
I might have misphrased that. Oh well.
But I take it his pack won't leave without him. That Fianna girl, fearsome.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think you mean to ask me.
And what do you think I mean to ask?
You're wanting to come.
Of course I am.
The same dream, or is it because my cousin is going?
I would be lying if I said I hadn't set my mind on asking before I knew about your dream. But it does not change the fact that you have a dream that can be achieved. You have a dream that's admirable. I think by now, if I did not know Leaf already, I would still ask to go.
There are many here who think otherwise, but if war comes, war comes. But I come to bring life.
Why would your dream create war?
War is life, and the chaos around it. Just as much as peace is there, war is also there. This is what we all were. From the Get to the Stargazers to the Glasswalkers to the Silverfangs, Shadow Lords. We have all fought each other as much as the Worm for thousands of years. And we will always fight. I am not afraid of that.
I doubt you're afraid of much of anything.
I am only afraid of inaction and what that will do for my people.
Hmm. But so long as there's an enemy, there's action. Right?
In a way. And we always will have an enemy.
I suppose we will.
Who knows? Maybe we get to enjoy it for a while.
Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
Well, it depends on your perspective. You are going to be married.
I am.
That is life. Just as much as you wanting to go down with me and fight is.
It is. Then do I have your permission? The eyebrows kind of, it's a playful smile she pitches at him.
What did you say? Sorry, you kind of jump cut for me.
Oh, she just kind of tosses him a playful look. Do I have your permission then?
You may come. Now that I've spoken with you.
I should hope to speak to you again before we are off on our merry chase.
I will be here, little bride. He stands up. Powerfully built. Very power. You know what I mean?
Yup.
But I do wish to give you a greeting from my family. You are Trimbenson married to the Trimbensons. That is shame. Good Oryxon man is a hard thing to find, as he'll say with a playful smile. But I wish to give you a blessing. As per tradition of the Oryxon clan.
I would be in very bad form to refuse it.
Well, you could, and we could all fight each other over another 1,000 years war.
I think I can be the cause of plenty without being the cause of that. Please.
You won't be the cause of that. Pats her on the shoulder like, oh, you're so silly.
She accepts it. That's
But
right. Sorry, go ahead.
You lift her face up towards him, just smiling at her. She's kind of like, oh, I won't be the cause of that. And he just gives her a pat. She kind of smiles a bit more. You lock eyes with her, very seriously. May the wolves on your back forever remain at your door. May the life you spring grow ever long as the world tree turns its roots to your voice. May the life and death be swift and beautiful. And may it all be right up unto the end. So perfect and different.
Thank you.
Well, I shall leave you to get drunk with your husband. While I go get drunk with my looks over noble cousin. That's right, Leaf. I'm talking about you. He yells over the fucking feast hall.
Is Leaf making faces?
Leaf looks like, what? You know what I mean? Ah, you grim. You climbs over, you grim fuck. You know what I mean?
Perfect. No. Leaf gets that smile too. He's fucking adorable when he's startled.
How's Shara feeling there, buddy?
Just feeling pretty good. So far, no one has seemed to be bound and determined to force her to stab them. This is a pretty good party.
It's It's actually relaxing. You do see market tension developing, of course, between Maria and Lena, and a bit of room for too. Room for Maria size each other up, you know.
Oh, Maria.
But she's having a good time. She's chatting and all that. What are you two doing as well, or are you all remaining where you were?
I mean, socially, Alice has been spoken for with Talia and Talia's creepy fucking sister.
You fucking sister!
Yeah.
Somewhere two claws dotting like yes.
Oh, God damn it.
It's hard out there for an Alice, but fucking Alice does have a certain amount of vested interest in identifying the exact point in which somebody's going to stab somebody else in the cheek meat over something.
Okay. This is where it comes then. So I'm just gonna rearrange this the proper way. So eventually, the party's been going on for quite some time. You know, it's cheery, it's nice, it's fun, everything's nice. You know.
Oh, boy.
Let's get them all properly. Who would it be? Yeah, I know who it is. Yep. That was the wrong person. I did not mean to change it to him. But there you are. Let me just zoom quick. But yeah, what happens first of all is they're drinking, you know. Runfer and fucking Maria are having a talk, hard scale, and Eric start talking. The talk gets loud. At which Hardscale stands up and then Eric stands up. It's that type of situation, you know what I mean?
Is anyone actually trying to stop this from turning into a brawl, or are they just stacking up on both sides?
What happens is Lily and Lena kind of stand up a bit nervously as well. Like, Wildfires is like pushing his way through. The Drake's company all stand up in fucking arms, man. They bust out the weapons. It's like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Looks like they were ready to fucking go in an instant. You know?
How far is Wildfire from this clusterfuck?
Wildfire's trying to push some of the Drake's company back. To be fair to Wildfire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, you can put that down. You know what I mean? That type
You
of thing.
put that away. Shame on you. We all know you had it, but shame on you for bringing it out. Oh, that's actually a good question. What other Philodoxes are even around here?
Oh, Big Man Leaf is there.
Oh, thank God.
But Leaf is actually getting involved in it because he fucking shoves one of the fucking Wolfswall people. Like, I mean, he shoves them.
Alice
Damn it, Charlotte's
just
up.
looks at her date and like, I'm sorry, honey, I gotta go. And fucking
Talia, you actually see Talia's actually taking out a weapon as well.
So
is ready
like
to
Charlotte's
fucking
like,
go.
I hope this stays under control. It's like, Alice, okay, Alice.
Hang on, I'll get Brawl number 2 over here. And which Coulson is he shoving? Yeah, it's this. Oh, I know who he's shoving. Yeah, that's it. Where is he? So,
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
God,
Please tell me this dress was dedicated, Torna. Please tell me this dress was dedicated.
no, it's not dedicated.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Nobody, to be fair, nobody's taking Krynos yet. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Nobody's taking Krynos.
There's a sense of decorum here, Charlotte.
Yeah, but you know what
Charlotte.
works in a pinch when Philodox has got to make a thing stop?
Charlotte, decorum, Charlotte.
Charlotte the dress, Charlotte.
I know. Fucking, she's like, oh, the fucking. She's up though.
I will. Yeah, I'll actually. Just give me a second. I'm trying to get so many people ready.
Go
Fuck
ahead.
me. So I need.
I just like
Yeah,
that I'm
right.
actively making this worse.
Oh yeah, that's the best part of this whole fucking thing. So Maria's here.
Oh god.
Oh, Maria got involved.
Guys, plus.
She fucks with her bae.
There's no stone claw to defend the table now.
Oh, fucking Moon on Snow has his own table that he's just plopped on. Like, I am here, and if you move me, I will bite your hand off.
It really is
Whoever
big on the
Move
hand
me. You know
fighting.
what I mean?
None shall move me.
You know what he's like? Is he's just lying down. You know, have you ever seen the way Malmut's gonna lie down on something like this is mine? Flop.
This is the ice cream truck all over again.
We're not gonna be able to move him for weeks. There he is. Yeah, Wolfgang. Oddly, one of the Iversons is getting involved in the fighting as well. This is what it looks on one side. Is you will see actually Leaf and Helga get really fucking up close and personal with these two below here. Maria pushes another guy, and Hardscale and Eric are fucking squaring off on each other. It's more pushing and shoving, and like people are getting ready. And I'll just quickly switch to Sky Eagle.
I don't even know where Alice is mixed in. She just understood she had to be involved.
She better be standing in the middle, or she gonna be the person I sock.
These two are fucking squaring off, though. These two, like they are up, like in each other's faces. You got the impression when these two stood up in each other's faces, everyone else stood up and got ready. What started the brawl, oddly, is someone said something to Maria, and she kind of stood. She quite bantered them back. They got a bit angry. Leaf got up. Then Helga got up. Then this guy got up. Then she got up. Then Hardscale and Eric got up. You know what I mean? Kind of was like a chain reaction, essentially.
Oh boy.
So, to add my own spin on this, everyone else has like pulled weapons or maybe they're not. Like it's kind of a mixed series of reactions here. Alice has a boar's leg, partially eaten.
God damn it, Ala. Fucking boar's leg. Oh yeah. Yeah, and Lena then is pushing back another one of the fucking Wolves Maw crowd as well. Very kind of like shove. You know what I mean?
I swear to God, I will wade into the middle of this in my green dress. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, yeah. There she is. Just trying to find her picture. This is the hardest bit of all this. It's getting so many pictures up really quickly. There you are. Alice and Hildy are actually, they're not Alice and Hildy, Lena and Hildy are actually squaring off with each other. But it's all been like these two at the center, like right in the middle of the fucking feast. Freya is kind of ducking over, kind of, pulling Torvi out of the way, essentially.
Bless you, Freya.
But you'll hear Ruin first say to Maria, I don't appreciate threats, Trimmerson. I didn't make them. I was merely stating that you know the rules of the North, and I said I will go where I please. I don't need answers from you. And your ilk looks around, and the wolves mob people bristle. You know what I mean? Even some of the other even some of them, like even then, it gets a bit bristly. Wildfire is now pushing people apart, but these two are fucking locking eyes with each other.
I mean, at this point, they're pretty obviously the two that need to be separated. Oh, I don't wanna.
Leaf and this guy, the bottom guy on my right, those two are getting really fucking intense at each other.
Oh, fuck me.
Like Helga's got much the position she has in the picture. She's waiting for someone to make a fucking move, essentially. Maria is yelling, going, "You're fucking pretty," you know what I mean?
Yeah, waiting in. Fuck me. I mean, and she's not waiting in. This is Katie going, fuck me. No, Charlotte is going, not today. I mean, she'll glance over to make sure Felix and, I mean, you said Freya's already getting Torvi out of the way. I assume the kids both are getting yoinked.
Yeah, Felix is running over to his sister, essentially. You know what I mean? He's got and it was long going, move the move! You know what I mean? Yeah.
God bless. Yeah. No, she will actually start waiting in. You said what? Leaf and him are close, and fucking Maria and Runfer.
Maria Rumfer, Leaf and him are like that guy. They're getting really fucking like, you know what I mean? It's that point where they're going to start swinging in a few minutes.
Yeah. Wildfire is pushing some people off. She'll come in and probably from whatever, and probably on the end closer to Leaf and what is his name? Eric?
Eric, yeah.
Yeah. Probably on the end closer to them.
Wait, Leaf and Eric? No, the hard scale. Eric is
no. With... That's right. It's Leaf and Giganto fucking Theurge. Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah. She will start coming in. I mean, she'll elbow and shit if she has to start getting into the middle of this to break through the little mob surrounding.
You do. Hard enough, but yeah, you can eventually get through.
Like I said, if she has to place an elbow or two, so fucking be it. She is not so small as she used to be. We'll finally at least start on their end, looking between the two of them. Are either of you offering challenge?
Back off, Charlotte. Leaf will say quite firmly. It's none of your fucking business.
She doesn't back off. She stands right fucking there. Combat between two Garou is always a Phalodox's business. Especially in a setting where kinfolk are present.
Leaf just balls his fist as the other guy just goes, "Are you going to challenge me then, Ulrichson? Pretty boy."
I mean, Leaf isn't the only one she's looking at. She's looking between both of them like, I swear to fucking God.
Leaf will just keep his composure. Turns to walk off, essentially.
The second he starts to turn, she's going to shoot a glance over at the other dude so that if he even opens his fucking mouth...
He just smirks. Almost like, yeah, I fucking won that. His cousin, Helga, oh man, she's... Ooh, you can see it. She's... Ooh. You know what I mean? Ooh.
Which point she'll lift the voice a little more. Would anyone like to offer challenge?
Fuck it, yeah, Helga just fucking spits in the guy's face. Me, you fucking Trimison fuck, boy. You know what I mean? They said, yeah, they just fucking run at each other, you know?
She will just back up a step to make sure she's not getting hit by stray fucking limbs, and we'll oversee. Because if they're not going to state terms, she's going to put the terms that she wants to on it.
Okay, roll their brawls. So Helga is her thing. About time for Discord not working. They're both Adrians.
Yep. Charlotte is just on the sideline to pull people out of the way if they try to make any fucking move towards it. Or to pull them out of the way so they don't just get hit.
Come on, Discord. This is not the time for you to start fucking around. Helga beats the shit out. No, it's not. He shouldn't beat the shit out of him. It's close. She barely wins. Like, she barely knocks him out. Like, I'm gonna say just quick 2 brawl rolls. This guy hits her. Like, I'd say by the end of it, she's on 6 bashing, and he's just barely knocked out. You know what I mean? They bloodied each other.
Does she look like she's gonna stop when he finally kicks off?
Or when he collapses after. She collapses after he finally knocks out. She collapses down. Her lip is busted. Like, she's got a black eye. Probably her hand is broken. You know what I mean?
Yep. She'll glance around to see if respective allied groups are retrieving their people.
Then the other people, this guy Eric goes, Leaf should be the one to fight that. Not his
Leaf did not offer challenge.
Not his fucking lackey.
Leaf did not offer challenge. The challenge is settled and done.
Maria will just look over and look back to Runefur. Your people are always like this. Runefur bristles a bit. She won the fucking challenge, didn't she? Maria's still like getting in that this guy's on the top picture's face as well. She's a busted lip.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte's probably at this point just trying to kind of make sure that the appropriate people are retrieving their people, or at least making sure someone's getting them out from underfoot.
They do.
And yeah. Strides on to the next set and just kind of pauses and glances between them. See, like, it's that do I even have to say it look.
Fuck it, Maria runs at him. So it's Maria's pool. She's Foster now, so she's up 1 dice. And this is his. He's only a cleared though, so he has 1 less dice. Why are you doing this to me? I'll have to roll more 20 probably. 8 dice from Maria. Maria, oh Jesus, that's a really good roll for her. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're tied. Because I'm not going off the Discord one because it's taken way too fucking long. Actually, ironically, they actually get the same result in the Discord as well. They are tied. So it's kind of even Steven at the minute, so I'm going to make
1 more set of rolls.
Yeah. I'm not going to roll in the Discord because it's taken too fucking long.
That's fine.
So I'll roll for the Arun first. Ooh. Roll for Maria Darcy Lynch. He gets her. He does not stop though, which is he hits her again after she's been thumped to the ground. Like, he hits her fucking hard.
Is he down like on top of her to do it?
Yep.
She's kicking him right in the fucking face.
She kicks him and he gets out a snarl. His Leaf is running the fuck over as well at full speed.
You know the fucking terms. She's down.
Leaf. Oh, Leaf.
Oh.
Leaf might.
Oh.
Oh, I rolled this in the wrong place. I rolled in Discord. That's Leaf. How are you doing, buddy? That's fine. Leaf gores into your man and starts punching him.
Torda,
Yep.
it's time.
I swear to God, if Alice is the one who starts a brawl out, Charlotte will kick the ever-loving fuck out of her.
I mean, Leaf's on top of this guy.
It's
Right.
still under fucking Philo's supervision. You
Oh,
he's
stop it.
Fucking beating the shit out of him, Charlotte. Like he's hitting. Like this guy was on about 5 bashing, and Leaf is beating him to unconsciousness. Like he's not
God
stopping.
Fucking damn it.
And
Yeah.
Alice flies out of the crowd.
Please tell me you're aiming at Leaf.
Absolutely.
Thank God. Yeah, there. I mean, let's face it. When the guy's out and he's still going, it's like Leaf enough. And yeah, if Alice wants to come reinforce, you know what? They have an established thing. She might be able to play this off. Do what you're gonna do, buddy. You roll your dice.
What am I rolling?
Dick
Are we
Brawl.
doing Dex Brawl?
Yep.
Which one are we rolling it in? Are we just sticking?
Probably Will or 20 because Discord has been a fucking asshole.
Okay. Let me just figure out how to roll dice in this.
I believe in you, buddy.
I'm trying, man.
Just double click the dice button down on the right. It's the second last button on the side.
Yep. Don't mess with the modifiers or target number. Just roll the dice.
I'm seeing chat entries. I'm trying to find the dice button.
All right, on the far left of the screen, there's a little bar. Double click on the die.
Double click on the die and go down to advanced
Oh,
die roller. Go down to advanced die roller.
Advanced. It's advanced.
Yep, and then
Okay.
just put in the right number of dice and click roll.
Okay.
Make sure it's set on D10, not D20.
It's on D10. All right, so Dex Brawl. Not a bad pool for Alice.
Give me your damage.
Okay.
I mean, Leaf's not going to see it coming. He's fucking punching the shit out of this guy, so like there'd be no way he could dodge that because he doesn't see this coming.
All right. All right. It's 4.
Yeah, roll the stamina. He takes 2. He takes a solid hit, but it gets him off him. He takes just a solid hit to the side, like the side of the head, that type of thing. It rolls off him. Like he rolls, you know what I mean? That kind of,
Yeah.
you take a punch and you kind of roll off, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Does Alice say anything, do anything afterwards? That's an important question.
Say anything? No. We've already established what a fine fucking speaker Alice is. However, now she is between Leaf and the object of his fury.
To be fair,
And-
he gets up brimming. He's not in frenziing territory, but he's fucking livid.
Maria's still out on the ground right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, he hit her an extra time, so she's on about 4 lethal. This guy's on 5 lethal from Leaf.
Leaf, just get her to Lily.
Seething. You can see it. He's, when you're on on a high level of rage and you're trying to think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why she's like kind of just gently putting the prompt in there and waiting for it to process through.
He's looking around for Lily. You can see it. Lily is fucking like in the face of another person. Like that's the thing. Everyone is in everyone's faces. You know what I mean?
Oh, for the love of God. Yep.
Alice, out of the corner of your eye, you can see the little redhead starting to stalk right behind Leaf where you would hit her. Like it's almost like she's like, go on, hit him again. Go on. You know what I mean? See what happens. It's that type of look. You know what I mean?
Jesus
it's like you can.
Christ.
Ah!
I assume Alice is just standing as a fucking body wall.
Yes.
She so far approval rating is still high.
As
But
as
no.
much as she wants to fight Leaf, that will be for Alice reasons. She's not getting sloppy seconds.
Does Leaf look like the problem is he's still considering the thing he was punching a moment ago?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a lot
Yeah.
of rage.
Yeah, he does. He does, and that's okay. Charlotte will just move around to stand in the way too.
I'll go handle
Get
the others.
Maria.
I got this.
Woozma, fuck. He spits on the ground and starts, like, his own blood on the ground, and will start to walk over towards Maria with this woman flanking him, watching. Always fucking, like, Charlotte, you're like, what the fuck, where the fuck she come from?
I don't know where she came from, but you know what? As long as all she's doing is flanking for the moment, that's cool. She
Like, she's
defended him a
bloodied.
second ago. That's cool.
She's all bloodied and stuff like that, but she's like, oh, come on, someone fucking try it. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
God.
It's ferocious, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Hildy and Lena are going to fight now. They don't even wait for you to. They don't even wait, man. Lena just fucking
Charlotte.
swings.
Oh, for the love of... Yeah, Charlotte is just trying to make sure she gets to the next ones in time, so they're technically being overseen.
Yeah, Alice is just like, go, go.
Problem
up,
with
you
what Lena
stupid
does is because Hildy looked over to see what happened, Lena kicked dirt in her face and BAM! Just knocks her the fuck down. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. Oh, God damn it. I have to get in the way of that then. That was a dirty shot.
It was a dirty shot, and then it takes a step back going, challenge done.
She's got that really, Mom kind of look. You're embarrassing me in front of all the other kids. Fucking Jesus.
Like fucking Eric runs over at Lena. They start to fight. Eric will say, challenge! Fist fighting!
That's amazing. As long as he screams it on the way in, I don't give a fuck. It counts.
Meanwhile, poor Alice is just shaking the Iverson around like, wake up, stupid!
Jesus, he hits Lena like a fucking freight train.
Oh, God damn it. As long as it's screamed. Otherwise, like,
Yeah.
she's literally just keeping a mental tally of who's violating it, like, rules so she can get them later.
He yells, challenge! Headbutts Lena about a mile back onto the ground. She goes flying.
Oh, God.
Knocks her the fuck out. You know, they punch for a bit, but bam! You know what I mean? And-
Just the point like that is done. Point set.
Here we go. Big dogs are going to fight each other.
Oh, God. Please tell me Wildfire's at least on the other side of this one.
Oh, he is, yeah.
God bless him.
Runefur just walks up and goes, challenge. Fighting. No tricks. No gifts. Fight me, bitch. She rubs the spit off her face and just tears off the dress, and she's in armor.
Huh!
You can see that it's not like proper metal. It is leather that is mixed. Like you can see that she's covered in tattoos from head to toe.
Oh, God.
And they swing. Now, these guys have big dice pools. They're about the same because Runefur is about to challenge for Athro. Maria? No, that is not Maria. That's Runefur, I think. I'll roll it again. Ooh. I gotta roll again, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take away 2, that's 4. 1. Okay. Runefur has the upper hand in this fight. It's mainly, you get the reason, there are no jokes. It's because Runefur is in a ruin. That's probably the reason why it is upper hand. I'll make one more roll for this, because this is a big fight.
Oh, God.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take away 2, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the closest fight you have ever seen. Runefur collapses onto the ground, so does Maria. The only one who barely managed to get up to one knee, and I emphasize getting up to one knee, is Runefur. Because they fight, and it's vicious. And it's a well-respected fight. They are very evenly combated. The only reason Runefur won is he gets one last tear punch right into the jaw that tumbles him and Maria to the ground. Runefar gets up slowly, getting to one knee, but kind of slumps back down. But he's the one away because Maria's trying to slowly get up, essentially. It's barely won, but Runefar managed to barely get the victory. Barely.
And I assume with it settled, yeah, both Philodox indicating appropriately and making sure that people can retrieve their respected leaders without anyone touching anyone.
What's scary is Maria's up like that. Boom. Just stand up as Runefar gets up, and they both extend the hand and bam, clamp each other in that kind of warrior grip. Mutual respect. As they both limp off. What do you two do?
Having made it from one end of the line to the other, she's just turning back to look around, check both sides.
Hey, wake up. Wake up.
You can cough up some blood.
Thought you were supposed to be an Iverson. Why you running around starting shit, you big baby?
She made a joke I didn't like.
She does that.
Yeah, well, fuck her.
She just look at me. She is a Fianna. They talk a lot.
Yeah, well, fuck it. Ugh.
Oh, fucking God. Do you have like a brother or a cousin or something of the half moon that maybe you want to consult?
I'll go consult when I get back to Wolfsmaw.
You fucking well better. You fucking table manners should do some work. Quit crying.
I ain't crying. Fuck my nose.
Uh-huh. Here, come here. All right, I'm going to put this straight on 3. 1.
Fuck you!
Flailing.
Don't blow your nose. You'll just get blood all over your nice jacket.
Well, probably the comedic moment of the hour as well. Hang on now. There she is.
Oh, God.
Your head up. Did everybody win? You know what I mean? Like, from like one of the tables.
Please tell me, like, yeah, at this point, if anyone's still on the ground, Charlotte's gonna start checking on them if it doesn't look at it like anyone else is about to leap at anyone else. But yeah, her popping up. Oh, Charlotte needed that smile.
Oh. Meanwhile, hey, Hildy.
Where's Hildy?
Hildy's having a day.
I'll find it. I gotta fucking go through so many
So many characters in this place.
So many characters in one setting. Ugh.
Yeah. Feel my pain.
Just pull up the group that has her in it and say, fuck it.
Yeah. Hildy gets up.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Welcome back. Got knocked the fuck out.
Punches someone in the fucking scar. Fucking Trimminson bitch.
The scar is like half of your face, Hildy. Inevitably, somebody's going to punch it.
Yeah, well, that was dirty as shit.
So is life.
I don't know. Fuck.
Come on, shake it off. Go have a beer or something.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck, Alice. She stands up properly. Oh, it was so dirty.
Yes.
Ooh.
And next time, you won't fall for it. It was a learning experience for everyone.
No fucking Doomclaw is going to be like, ha-ha, you got fooled by a Ragabash.
You know he means well.
Yeah. Just give me a fucking mead. Just walking over, grumbling.
Yeah. Come here. Here's your meat.
Just grumbling. Hildy, you should not have been fooled by a Ragabash. You know what I mean? She's sitting there imitating her brother very, very well. You can almost hear him in the distance. It's probably a good thing Doomclaw is near. If someone had fucked with his shit, he would have killed somebody, probably. Like a superback gorilla. You know what I mean?
As soon as that shit, like, as soon as someone hit the dirt, it would have been like a 10-man pile on Doomclaw. just to make sure he stopped.
Oh yeah. Leaf is carrying off Maria's. Lily has been busted open as well. Like Lily's like getting up and spitting after biting off part of the other Theurge's ear.
Lily, what happened?
Just get Lily.
Why you been out here ear biting?
She'll regenerate.
I mean, she will, but what? Why? What happened?
She presented the challenge. She said nobody challenged her. I challenged her.
Oh, well, okay, that's just being polite. Good on you, Lily.
Gives a nod. Covered in blood.
Looks at the person who's lost an ear recently.
That was Anna. Who doesn't seem that phased.
She's like, yeah, got
you know what? She doesn't seem too sore about it. I'm not going to have to deal with that.
Anna's just rubbing her face like, I'll get you. You know what I mean?
I feel like this is the beginning of some kind of fucking friendship. And she walks away from that pair.
Yeah, Charlotte is just trying to navigate for the love of God. Get back to the kinfolk.
Torvi's actually going over and checking out on her husband as well. She screamed ran down the fucking challenge. You were running at the top.
Fucking beautiful. Of all the people who did a challenge, the only thing that outranks that is like how fucking by the book the one between the two leaders was. But he's definitely high in her books right now for that shit. That was beautiful. She's not even mad.
You know what, Charlotte?
She come over and checking his she lifts up his eye patch and checking. She's like, no, it's fine. See, it's just a bit of dirt.
Those two are fucking adorable.
I know, right?
And you know what? I feel like today I was given kind of a gift.
What?
Got to punch Leaf in his smug fucking face. Anyway.
Oh my fucking God. Thank you for finishing that. But no, ma'am, I guess?
And Alice goes to find Tali.
Tali's just sitting there. Blood on her knife.
Thanks for holding my boar leg.
Let me just get Talia because this could be funny.
With blood on her knife.
Blood on her knife. Yep. Sits there stabbing into the steak and taking a bite out of it. That's not the knife that has blood on it. It's the other one.
Oh God.
Who'd you stab?
Abel.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Put a knife through his hand when he tried to jump on one of the challenges.
Oh. That's rather quick of you. Good job.
My father always told me to intercede, but never actually start a fight with a guru. I interceded.
It appears you fucking well did. He'll be fine. He'll regenerate. He'll shake it off.
He will. He was pretty sore about it, but
fine.
Our alpha is going to be mad. It was a close duel. It was a close fight.
It was close, but it might serve us to not be near her for a little bit.
Nobody will look down on her. It was a close fight.
It was close. It'll be fine. Like I said, just maybe we give her some space.
Shrugs. Actually, to be fair, you see Maria going over to check on her daughter. She's actually, they're both smiling at each other through the blood, like smirks. It's creepy.
Oh, bonding.
Aww.
Like, did you bite off an ear? Mommy lost that fight, but you bit off an ear. You know what I mean? Look at you. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was that could have escalated quickly.
Not. Your little bride is a good Philodux. Wildfire, my father at home, my uncle at home would have let it get to a certain point before intervening.
I bet he would have.
Nods. It was quite rude to strike the Fianna out of turn, though. I can see why. The other Philodox was mad.
Yeah, I gotta talk to one of the older Iversons about that boy. He's gonna get people in trouble.
Nod.
I mean, I get that he means well, but god damn it.
Besides, she stands up very firmly, adjusts her fur. We're going to my tent, and starts to walk off.
Bye, Charlotte.
Blink. Confused wave.
Alice follows with the boar legs still.
Eye roll. Yeah, at this point, she's probably like assuming everything is kind of in the lick our wounds stage. Yeah, she needs to check on her own kinfolk. She'll be keeping an eye.
Swat walks back. You know, dusting one of his bloody knuckles off.
Oh, who in the world did you end up fighting with?
What? Grins.
Who did you punch?
Nobody.
She'll snag his hand, kiss the bloody knuckles, and be like, "You're full of shit."
I punched Cole Iverson in the face. It was pretty funny.
Cole?
Yeah, and then we got into a little bit of our own kinfolk brawl. It was pretty funny.
She's like consulting the inner Rolodex. Wait, why did you punch Cole?
Everyone started punching each other. I joined in.
Oh, for the love of God.
Grins and pecks her on the cheek.
Is Cole okay?
He complained that I punched him in the nose. He was quite upset.
He did seem more like a lover than a fighter.
He is.
Grins.
He's the soft boy.
Is Freya okay?
She's okay. She got a bit shook. She's more worried about Leaf, if anything.
Yeah, Leaf's shook's a good word. Kind of glances off. Where are he and Maria if Lily's talking to her mother?
He has carried her down the laneway and is waking her up. She got a nasty fucking hit. You okay?
Yeah. She's like doing that thing where she's like looking over down the way.
You can
Yeah,
still,
alright.
you actually adorably, you'll still see these two. Like, Eric, it's not in your eye. You know what I mean? Pet.
Oh, they're fucking perfect and I can't. I'm fine. I'm just trying to decide whether to check on Leaf or it's just gonna piss him off worse.
You can try.
Yeah, I suppose the worst that happens is I get yelled at or punched.
I'll be over here with the guys. Be safe.
I always.
Besides, I gotta make sure that fucking Lena hasn't fucking knocked herself out properly.
Oh God, yes. Please check on Lena. Rubs her face.
Eric usually packs a punch.
Yeah. A flying
my-
declaration of challenge is gotta be a new high for me. That was interesting.
Eric's a crazy bastard. My cousin smirks.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, you check Lena. I'll see if Leaf will bite me.
You should talk to Eric soon. Him and his wife were lovely. He starts, gives her a hand squeeze, like very soft. And he actually goes to check on Lena, like lifting her up, like, come on, big. She's like, I won, Felix. You know, lying on the ground.
Yeah, she'll go check on Leaf and Maria because let's be honest, Maria got a nasty fucking hit.
What Alice doesn't see is that this girl goes off with Alice's brother.
Oh,
Somewhere Alice lifts up from her, like making out something is wrong. You know what I mean?
There's a disturbance in the force. Yeah, she'll even grab like some ice water on her way over and come over to check on them.
Actually, there we go. Actually, I gotta get the proper Maria gift because she was running rage, and sometimes Maria gets a bit upset when she runs hot in rage.
Oh no.
So Maria lifts like she's waking up slowly, but she's like slapping at Leaf, going, "I want to feel." I mean, like those angry tears of rage when you're shaking. You know what I mean? But she's busted up, like she has the big like red eye. You know what I mean? That type of thing. The guy was aiming. That's why her face is so fucked up.
Jesus. Yeah, she will just kind of carefully enter from stage left.
You do. You see Maria's face. She got fucking battered. You know what I mean? It's like, Leaf, let me go the fuck back. You know what I mean? It's that type of yell. It's like, she's slapping Leaf's chest, and he's like, no. If I cannot go and beat him to death, you can't either. That's when Charlotte will arrive. You'll hear that. It's like, she's genuine.
Man, I didn't hear shit is what happened. But yeah, no, she'll just ease up.
Because Maria's hyperventilating. Her back is against Leaf. She's just breathing and breathing, Have you come to punish me then, Charlotte?
No, not right now.
Do I deserve a punishment for defending my packmate?
That is the question, isn't it? Technically broke the rules first.
Shrugs.
He knows it. Then again, you went overboard too.
Look at her face.
She does. And she's trying not to wince visibly because it'll just upset Maria, but if she gets to a point where she's a little more coherent, she'll at least offer up the water and be like, hey, at the very least hold it against your cheek, okay?
She does. I'll shift up in a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Bastard. All because he fucking started. He's the one who picked a fight with me.
Wasn't he an Iverson? Kind of glances over to Leaf.
Nods.
Okay.
He made a comment about her family.
Really?
Nods.
What kind of comment?
It's nothing, Charlotte.
It was enough?
Yeah, well, we Get and Fianna fight each other all the time. We'll be fine.
What he did wasn't fine.
We'll go overboard. Don't worry about it. I'll get him.
No, I don't doubt that you will. But if he's going to compose himself badly, and his family is known for better than that,
It's fine, Charlotte. I told you it's fine. Made a comment about something. Don't worry about it.
lips kind of press into a line, but only nods.
She'll shrug off, Leaf quite angry, and start walking down, holding the thing over her face. Kind of just walking close to like where the lake would be. Leaf will look over. Made a comment about her.
What did he say?
It's rumors are rumors.
Please.
She asked me not to do anything with it. The young Arun was hot-headed.
What did he say?
Maria has always had problems with her emotions ever since she was little.
I remember.
The man that she was with before made several comments. I'm sure you heard about it.
Charlotte's getting more and more like obviously stiff and kind of agitated by the moment. And word traveled all the way up to them at Wolfsmall?
Iversons are known to travel. He's, from what I understand, from what we were talking about when we were drinking, he's been all over. It's the nature of what they do.
But whatever he said is counter to the nature of what they pride themselves on.
Not every family has its good members. He made a comment because he is friends with that said person who hurt her.
There's like that obvious moment of like processing, swallowing several things she'd like to say, nodding.
Maria has asked me not to say anything because it means it will draw attention to her condition. It was a challenge. She lost. She's in enough of a low as it is.
All right.
In her head, she thinks it's validated now.
What he said.
Challenge. She may not be, it may not be the right opinion, but when you're that low,
Oh, I know. Just rubs her face.
I will try to talk to her before she sends word to her family. Then that will get bloody.
Is there anything I could say?
Spreads his hands, like genuinely spreads his hands. It's like it's that kind of thing. It's like your guess is as good as mine type shrug.
How long do you think she's going to keep running hot?
When the rage calms, the sadness will start. If you need to punish me, I'll be at my home.
No.
But I do not think that I will tell you this. I do not care that I broke rules to hurt that man. That is my opinion. I am a Philodox, and yes, that is wrong. But he violated my packmate's honor, and that to me is worth more than receiving a slap on the wrist.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I will see if anyone pushes it. In the end, he did the same. I punish you, I punish him.
Shrugs.
Hopefully this just settles as an eye for an eye as far as overindulgence goes.
I am already hated by the Wolfsmall people. This will just further that. Thankfully, your friend Alice didn't take things further, or Helga would have torn her throat out. Wink, as he's walking after Maria.
Yeah, she'll let him go because honestly, at this point, the best she can do is try to come by later.
He'll look over his shoulder. It's odd. Leaf is always the hot. Six Rage is Six Rage. That's what you're marrying into. As he keeps walking.
Oh, that hurt. I don't know if it's take a point of rage hurt, but it's hurt.
You can take a point of rage and shout at him if you feel like it.
I'll take the point and I'll roll because I probably need to.
Yeah.
Even at only +1, I need to roll. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I shouldn't need to spend.
No. But you can say things if you wanna.
No, they're already in a bad way and she's not going to kick them. She wants to. She really
You
wants to. I'll roll willpower if you want.
It's up to you. If Charlotte, after like a long thing like that, and she gets it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, Charlotte.
No, she'll just. She's going to take the point of rage. She is going to clench her teeth and she is going to not yell at Leaf because. God damn it. It won't make any point right now. It won't stick. It'll just be something she said while she was mad.
Go on, Charlotte. Feed into everybody. Like Leaf said the same thing. He said that because he was livid. Feed
Yeah.
into it, Charlotte.
No. If she's going to say something, she's going to say it while he's fucking sensible enough to hear how much it hurt. God damn it. No, she is going to turn around and she is going to fucking march her ass back towards that group.
You see Eric sitting down. Close by, actually chatting to Felix while Torvi's kind of, sitting down near him.
Yeah, she's grabbing a drink on her way, and we'll probably have a swig before she even sits down because nope, it's fine. She's not mad. You're mad. Fucking.
Torvi gives a wave.
Hey.
He gives a nod, like, hey.
Hey. She'll like lean over just enough to bump shoulder to shoulder.
Everything okay?
She'll just go looking for his hand, grasp it.
Takes it.
I think I can't survive.
Good. I'm actually kind of impressed.
What?
This has been the tamest wedding. This is the tamest feast we've had in a while.
Really?
I remember the one my father was at. He suplexed the guy to the fucking feast table.
Not gonna lie to you, I wasn't reassured when one of the first things they told me about this dress is, don't worry, the blood washes out.
Boops her on the head, like, playfully.
Just shakes her head and like, more of this meat is a good plan now.
These two will look over. The guy with the eye patch will look over, say, as if he's been pushed. I hope you don't mind that I, did the screaming thing.
Oh no, 10 points for style.
Torvi said I should make sure that you were, looks off. It's that type of look. Like I,
my wife made me do it.
yeah, pretty much.
No, that was. I'm not gonna lie. That was the high point of the entire thing between all of them. At least you said it before you did it. That was great.
I know she is my aunt, but I did not agree with that method.
You know what? There's a whole lot of disagreement going on.
But the challenge is settled. I don't think there is any need to pursue it.
Yeah. I'm really hoping, after the number of them I had to just look over, that nobody wants to pursue it. Because otherwise I will make it into paperwork out of spite.
You take a bite of some of the food that he's after getting. Typically, no. Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
So you are my cousin's fiance, bride at least.
Yep.
Nods. Eric.
She'll even go so far as to offer, try to figure out for a second, actually set the drink down so she doesn't have to let loose the hand with Felix and offer one. Charlotte.
He adjusts so he can actually see where your hand is.
Yeah, she will try to make a point of setting it out where he can see it. It's pretty obvious he has a blind spot. She cannot be a dick.
He is blood on his hands when he's shaking. You reckon that's let his blood when he came in and just BAM! You know what I mean?
Not even mad.
Galliard.
Milodox kind of opens the hands like as if you couldn't guess.
Smirks. Torfi said you were nice.
I really try. It doesn't always work out, but I try.
Thren asked me before he got knocked out to sing a tale that if in case he got his jaw broken, I should be the one to tell it.
Did
And seeing as looks over, he has run off with a Silent Strider kinfolk. He is nowhere around to tell the tale.
Oh, did she have dreads?
Yes,
Man, he's gonna tell you a story tomorrow. Jesus.
I'm sure he will. But he's an Oryx and I'm a Trimminson, so he'll probably tell it through mean mugging.
I mean, he told you to take up the story for him through mean mugging. It seems a very communicative way of going about things.
Just stand up. Takes off the eye patch, and yeah, that there's this like the eye is completely gone, but there's this nasty scar that goes down underneath it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bear the tale of the daughter of negative exposure, who answered the call, who has led, and who has sacrificed many. For each of these sacrifices that have given, she has applied wise words, but careful balance. This tale is to be told to everyone, but those even with a different world has chosen a path that not many would choose, one of peace. This is the tale of Charlotte Sullivan, daughter to Felix Sullivan, known to the nation as Firefly. Now known. You'll think for a bit, like judging you, kneel down in front of you, like examining you. And again, the scar on his face, he would be handsome if that fucking scar wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She makes a point, especially as he starts speaking again, like of I mean, she still had a bit of a lean going on with Felix, but as he hunkers back down in front of her, sits herself up properly again. Least she can do is have some fucking composure.
I will name you the Spider Song. The Spider Song of Peace. So you are now known as the Web of Peace. Charlotte Sullivan. If you so wish a deed name like that.
She just very respectfully bow her head. It would be fucking poor form to say no.
And does everybody here see the Web of Peace? Like, I mean, his voice booms, you know what I mean? And then the place erupts, you know?
It's funny, she seems less prepared for the eruption than for the yell from the Galliard. That much she was kind of braced for.
Again, this guy commands it. Like his mother, he's a bit more growly, but boy, does he have that charisma. And welcome, Web of Peace, to my family.
Thank you.
Puts the eye patch back on.
So here is a question for you. It startled her, but she will glance around. How much agreement was there between all the factions we have going?
Reasonable enough. The Carlos, like Torvi, seemed happy. The Trimsons are happy. The Oricsons seemed a bit happy. You see Runefur looking over, raises his glass. The Carlo Closons are a bit like, you know what I mean? The Iversons are a bit, they seem happy enough, but they're like, again, it's like a mix. Some people are very happy with it. Some people are a bit odd with it, and some people are just genuinely confused by it. But overall, I would say leaning more positive than negative. About 65 positive, 35 negative. Actually, no, that's not right.
Yeah,
65
that's right.
positive. Yeah, 65, 35 negative.
Yeah. Just keep the good hold on Felix's hand. Give it a squeeze.
He will plonk himself down by Torvi, who curls her arm around him. Whispers in her, that suits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, come on. We're going home.
Please, yes. Can we go home or will it be rude?
Looks around. Nah. If the fights didn't start, I would have took you home already. Stands up properly.
Yeah, she'll pop up and, I mean, have a weather eye for, like, I don't know, the various little matriarchs of the family, because they're usually the ones who give her the indications. So kind of keeping an eye for Samantha, Freya, Lena.
Freya just gives her a wave. Samantha's sitting there chatting. Maria is like, actually, to be honest, she actually doesn't seem that phased that she got smacked in the face around the face. It's an odd feeling. You know what I mean? She actually goes to share a drink with Runefur. It's kind of funny.
I mean, let's face it, they may have had the most brutal and closest fight, but that is exactly how they're supposed to compose themselves. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. And you guys slip off while Alice gets everything else. So this is where this scene will end, everybody.